Hello, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to another review with Sisters Talk TV. I hope you guys are all doing great. This is your girl, Sin. I'm one half of Sisters Talk TV. As you're coming in, make sure you put your unicorns up. Unicorns up. And guys, today we're talking all about Real Housewives of Potomac. We're talking all about Real Housewives of Potomac, guys. I'm just gonna, just wait for a couple minutes. I'm gonna wait for Lucy, and I already see some people already here. Sincere Kraken, hey, Miss Julia, hey guys. I hope you guys are all having a good day so far. Happy Monday. I'm so excited to, come back on here and talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. And yeah, it's been such a rough Monday for me, but just being back here and talking to you all about, getting this review out for you all means a lot to me. It's just kind of like a good, therapy session for me and talk about, reality television and stuff. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Let me know how you guys are doing. So far, I'm excited to be here, and we're talking all about Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, last night's episode, guys. What did you guys think? What did y'all think about last night's episode? It was a lot. It definitely was a lot. Oh yeah, well, okay, Miss Gia, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna kind of go through a little bit about what happened last night, and provide our commentary here and there. But I think you should definitely, whenever you get a chance or so, definitely check it out. It was okay. It was definitely okay. It wasn't a lot of drama. It was just a good balance of, not too much drama, but still interesting. It was an interesting mixture. So yeah. But how's your day going so far? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Mm, yeah, like I said today, this Monday has been it's been a Monday for me. It definitely has been a Monday for me. It's been a rough Monday for sure. But I'm here. I'm here, and we're talking all about Potomac. So
Yes, hello
okay,
guys.
we have Lucy here.
Hey,
Lucy is here. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Darlene. Hey, everybody. All the people in the chat. Hey, Darlene. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Sincere. As you guys, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up as you're coming in. And put your unicorns up. Put your unicorns up. We're talking all about Potomac today.
yes. How many of you guys watched the last episode yesterday? How many of you guys put a one in the chat if you've seen an episode from yesterday? Last night's episode. How was it? How was it, everyone? How did you guys last night's episode?
Oh, the tea is going to be served today, Sincere. It is going to be served today. So I'm here for some tea.
All right. So let's get started. Okay, so we first start off with the episode of Robin and Juan. Just Robin and Juan, kind of like Robin is still in bed, and Juan is just a little worried. Bear with me. Yes, and Juan is just a little worried because like Robin is still in bed. At this point, I don't know if she's I believe is it's I don't want to say the word, but she's going through some stuff at the moment. And she's she's still in bed. So at this point, I'm not too sure if he's a little, I think that he's a little tired of it, I would say. And, and that's just what I think. I think at this point, he's just a little tired of it. Like she's constantly in bed. So I think, at this point, I don't know if, she's possibly going through, I think she did, I think that could be what it possibly is that she's going through. But I think that he's just kind of tired of it. It's like she's laying in bed. There's like no type of interaction. Yeah, there wasn't really much that she was given. Of course, in this little mini episode that they showed. So yeah,
Pretty
definitely she's definitely not motivated about anything. She's just, again, she's like in bed, and I feel watching her, I feel like I'm not motivated either, because it's a little, it's a, how when someone has this energy around, and it's like, and they give you that energy too. It's like that, it's like you're having fun, you're trying to enjoy life and stuff, and it's like then you have this person with this bad energy come around, and it just kind of messes up the whole mood. And that's just kind of like how I was kind of like seeing that particular scene. Like, especially for him, I don't feel like he wanted to do some stuff, but I felt like she was like, her mood was still down. Were you gonna say something, Sin?
Yeah, I was just pretty much going to reiterate pretty much everything you said. So the episode pretty much starts off with Robin, guys, and she is, she's just battling through some things. She says, because of the pandemic has really set her off, guys. The pandemic has really set her off, and she's just having a hard time getting out of bed. And Juan is telling her, um, pretty much to Robin, get up, go get the kids ready, it's time to just go ahead and get ready. Let me know. So guys, do you think that, and if Robin is going through just some crisis or whatever, whatever she is going, she hasn't revealed it, she hasn't said, like, if it's the D word, I'm not going to say it on here, but do you guys think that this is what Robin is? I mean, Robin's, like, her storyline is her battling through the D word this season, or do you think that this is actually what is going on? So like, I was kind of like a little bit in between if this is what's going on, if this is like, maybe like a story. I don't know. Like, I was, a little in between. Because I would definitely believe that if she is battling the D word, then I think that she, this is something that one needs should recognize. Like, if your wife is not is behaving kind of like not herself, loss of interest, because that's what I'm kind of seeing, is she is losing some kind of loss of interest. And that's like the number one, like, things that you definitely have to look out for. If you're suspecting someone that's battling the D word. And I'm thinking, like, hey, Juan, like, is he not seeing this, or what is actually going on? But I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of conflicted if she is or if she's not. But yeah.
I don't know, because it's like, I don't want to say it's I know you kind of just like, I don't want to say this is a storyline for her, because who wants to use a storyline? Who wants to use something like that as a storyline? I hope not. That's not the case. But if it is, it's not looking too good, because it's just making her, you're just making her a little bit boring than she already is, right? So it's like she's not really giving us much at this point. And then put this on top of it, it's just not a good look. So I do feel for him, because it's like there's no enthusiasm there at all. Again, we, like you said, so we all just got a pandemic, right? We all of us just got a pandemic. We're all we're all trying to see how we can go back to being, things going being normal, especially with the whole new variant going on. It's a lot, but I feel like you could still make the best out of it, especially when you have kids too. You have a husband and everyone's just coming out of the pandemic. So it's like, you have to stay fun, stay motivated, and yeah. So I don't know. I wasn't getting that from her at all. So we into the scene, Ashley and Giselle. Giselle is planning a baby, like a little party for Ashley. And she wants to invite Karen. And of course, how do you know it's Giselle with her inviting Karen? So what do you think about that? Knowing that Giselle was okay with her inviting Karen, what did you think about that?
I think we kind of mentioned something like we said last week, guys. I'm sorry, let me change this picture of Robin. Um, so we mentioned last week how Giselle is slightly trying to ice out Karen out of out of events, not wanting to invite Karen to any of the events that the ladies are having. And I definitely mad respect for Ashley for saying, you know what, I want Karen to be there. I want Karen to be at my event. And I think Giselle suggested, "Oh, I don't think Karen should be there," and Ashley was just like, "I want Karen to be there because throughout this whole,
She was there for
pregnancy,
her. Yeah.
she was there for her." And I was like, "Okay, big ups, Ashley." I definitely see this new friendship, this new friendship Karen and Ashley are building. There seemed to be at a good place because before season one, season two, Karen and Ashley were not at a good place at all. So I really respect Ashley for saying, I want Karen at my event. And yeah.
Yep, I do too. I was looking at her as a bigger person, and I think that she was looking at her more so as that Karen has always been there for her, and she feels like I want her to be a part of this. So, and Giselle was okay with it because I feel like, what is she gonna say? Right? What's she gonna say? Okay, I'm not inviting her because again, this is a party for her, and she's a celebrant. So I don't think she had any choice there but to invite her. All right, so we're gonna go into moving to the next scene. Robin, Wendy, and it's she says she's from Ethiopia. I couldn't catch her name. She guys caught her name there. What did she say her
Ascala.
name was? Okay,
Ascala.
okay, yes. So yeah, they're at just Robin's her what is it her what's where she stores her
Her hat. So
what is it?
Robin has a hat line she created last season of Potomac. It's called Embellish. And I guess this season, I mean, like it's been doing really well. She's been selling out of her hat business. And yeah, so she decided that, she was running her hat business on her, like at her house. So I guess the business just blew up. So she had to go rent like a factory or something. So the ladies are there, they're helping her out. And we have Robin's friend, her name is Iskala. So Iskala is an Ethiopian of Ethiopian descent, and I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up her picture. Let me see if I try to pull up her picture. But Iskala is Robin's friend. I don't know um how they were how they know each other, but she's going to be a friend of the show this season. So she's there coming to help Robin out with the packaging and stuff. And I'm just like, the same way Robin was thinking, Scarlett came really dressed up. I was like, Scarlett, she came really dressed up, and yeah, um, and she didn't look like someone that's coming to help out with packaging hats. I thought Scarlett was definitely dressed to the T for sure.
I agree too, sis. She did not look like someone who was coming to help out or anything. Wendy did. Wendy looked like she was coming to help out, but Stella didn't look like she was just. It looked like she was trying to look cute, and she's like, I'm ready to be filmed. Basically, that's what I was getting. Okay, so Wendy kind of like tells Robin that Sin.
Yep, I'm
Okay,
here.
so Wendy kind of tells Robin, that she's having a home extension lines, and Robin's a little surprised because she's just like, "What happened to being the professor, and being, that the professor, and this what is this? The doctor. Like, what happened to her as a political analyst? What happened to that career?" And so I think like she was a little surprised with Wendy's new move, Wendy's new adventures. Now she does also confronts Wendy also about not getting to getting right with Karen. And I just feel like she feels some type of way about Wendy kind of getting back with Karen. And I don't know. So what did you feel? I think she was just a little confused. Like, what did you feel about that?
Okay. My thoughts on Robin's comment about Wendy. Okay, let's go here. Let's start here. Robin's comment to Wendy wanting to start a candle business. And Wendy's, um, her career as a commentator. She's like, what happened to that? I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong about Wendy wanting to start a candle business and doing different things. I definitely don't think there's anything wrong with that. As far as her uh, political commentary and her being a professor at Johns Hopkins, well, Wendy is still a professor at Johns Hopkins. This past, I think it was like on Sunday or Saturday, she had a Instagram clip that, pretty much saying she's updating her syllabus for the semester, for the fall semester. So it looks like she is still teaching at Johns Hopkins. I'm not too sure about the political commentary, but she did update us on Instagram that she is still teaching at Johns Hopkins. So that is, she's still a professor and she's still there.
I mean, did you feel like this was like? I feel like this was kind of like a storyline in a way. I don't know, like possibly a storyline in a way, or this could also be something she's doing on the side. I knew for some reason Wendy wasn't going to leave her her professional as a professor. I felt like she wasn't going to leave that career. I felt like she's worked way too hard to be leaving, especially with all the student loans that she has incurred.
Hmm.
Think about it. Like, who's leaving? Who's going to leave that? And plus, she probably needs extra stuff. So it's like the whole debt thing. So I think that she has to at least try to maintain as much. Um, that she has to maintain her position, and if she wants to go to entrepreneurship, she can definitely do that. But I knew for a fact that I knew my thoughts were telling me that Wendy was not leaving that those position, and even maybe as a commentator, she's probably not even leaving that either. They need all the coins they can get, like for real. So I knew that wasn't something I was buying. This was just a part of. I think this was just a part of a storyline, and I'm not saying that she's not that she doesn't have a home extension line, but I just feel like this is just a part of her storyline. Maybe she was getting all of maybe she from last season she was getting a lot of like I won't say backlashes, but a lot of comments in regards to her always saying that's Dr. Wendy for you, this and this. It was just always like she was known just as a professor, and she probably feel like she wanted something else to do on the side rather than just like teaching stuff. So I don't know. That's how I see that. what were your thoughts on that particular being said?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the picture. I don't know, for some reason on my side it's like freezing. The last picture with the ladies, because I still have this picture of Ashley. So I'm just trying to pull up if you can assist me with that, Lucy.
Okay.
But my thoughts on that so far, what I felt this season, about Wendy, her profession as a professor, I don't think she's leaving that position. That's something she definitely has worked really, really hard for. And she did update us that she's still teaching at the Johns Hopkins. She's still a professor this past season. I mean, this next semester of Real Housewives of Potomac. Sorry, next semester at Johns Hopkins, she's still going to be teaching there. But I think she just wants to, maybe create something for herself, whether it is home essentials, a home essential line. I definitely think that that's what she wants to go into. But for her to say she wants to be well, I guess that'll be in the next scene with Karen and Wendy, where she goes to ask Karen for advice, business advice. But you can take it on from there. But that's my thoughts on if Wendy's going to leave her profession um, as a professor, and I don't think she is.
Yeah, I don't need. I agree. I agree with you. For some reason, I knew it from the get go. I was like, no, this is just a side hustle, possibly. And there's nothing wrong with having a side hustle. I mean, that's what you have to do, and especially with having this type of platform, it definitely can sell for fact. Yeah. So okay, so let's just jump into the next scene. We just have Mia and her husband. So Mia, is just so she receives, of course, the message from Giselle in regards to the little part they're having for Ashley. Mia just tells her husband about the exchange that she had with Wendy. Mia feels that, like, the same way she's been, what she's been saying. She's like, Eddie is scared of Wendy. She feels like he's definitely trapped, and that she feels like, of course, basically Wendy kind of like runs the whole show basically when it comes to him, when it comes to their relationship basically. So yeah, so I mean, like, that conversation with her husband, I like the conversation. I think that they're really good, like a really good match. They're very open to one another, and that they act like best, which is a good thing. Um, so yeah, I like that scene. I always feel like, their conversations are always they're always on the same page. And it's good to, like, be able to be open to your significant other and talk about, issues that are bothering you, especially with, another female. So, and he was really open about it as well. So I like that scene, where they were having that conversation. And just like the same thing that Mia said about, Eddie and Wendy, how, she feels like Wendy, of course, is is basically the boss, and that's the same thing that she said. That's how she's going to keep it. Especially, and they kind of pull from that scene with the party when, she was giving him the names, and he had to erase it because Wendy felt like he shouldn't be writing what he thinks, but what she thinks, basically. So they kind of like went back on that scene. Um, all right, so we're moving on to the next scene. We got Candace and her husband. Now, Candace goes gets a FaceTime, and she's invited to an event, and she basically feels that she wants apology. The same thing she's been saying from beginning of the episode is she wants an apology from. She feels like Karen did not take a good stand when it came to the incident that she had with Monique. She felt like she didn't take a good stand on that, and she felt like she should have been on her side. And she's still up. She's still a little bit hurt about that. She felt possibly betrayed, I would say, with that particular incident and what the position that Karen played in that. Now, Stan, what did you think about that? What do you think about this whole Candace? I can't believe she's still on this. Like, it's just like a story. I don't know if there's a storyline still for her, but I think it's just kind of getting old. How she still wants Karen to continue to apologize.
For me, I think it's kind of annoying. You know how like sometimes like people keep doing the same. You're just like, oh, this is getting kind of annoying,
There,
and
yeah.
that's just how like I really want to sympathize, of course, with Candace or what she's going through, how she's feeling, but at this moment I am annoyed. And that's just how I'm feeling at this moment when it comes to this issue with Candace and this Karen situation. And I'm glad that Karen did not retract what she said. She stood for what she believed in. No, you cannot force someone to apologize to you if they feel like if they feel like what they did is, if they're really certain that what they did was not wrong. Why would you force someone to apologize, to retract what they're saying? Because that wouldn't seem that's not authentic. It's not authentic. So I think that her doing that, it's just like you it's like you're kind of, in a way, I really feel like she's trying to emotionally bully Karen, emotionally bully her into apologize, emotionally bully her to feel guilty, emotionally bullying her to say, what you're right, Candace. I should have never did that. I should have never, had Monique's back. It's like that's what she's trying to do. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I see what she is doing. And I don't like it.
I feel the same way. I do feel the same way. I feel like it's getting old. Either just move on, and I feel like she doesn't owe you an apology. She did. She she also has an opinion. She could express her opinion what she thought. She didn't have to like take a stand. It was your battle. It was your fight, and she could only stand on what she feels that is right, or what she felt was wrong. So I felt like this whole wanting thing is just it's just getting very outdated and very boring to say. So I was just at this scene, I was just over it with her. So Wendy visits Karen, and she basically recalls her relationship with Karen. She does say she respects Karen a lot. She likes Karen because Karen has a business. She's like an entrepreneur, and she likes that business side of her, that business savvy um, trait of Karen. So I just feel like this is why we dating to Karen, is because of course she has this home essential business, and she feels possibly that she wants Karen, the Dom, to be her mentor, and in return, Karen feels the same way. She's like, um, I like that Wendy's seeking me for a mentorship. She likes the fact that how Wendy is going about it, and I feel like they're really in a safe place, in a good place, especially when it comes to their relationship. Now, I mean, it starts out as just making business advice and stuff, and I mean, it's a good start. Now, Wendy doesn't have a business, right? Karen asked her about that, and she does not have no business plan in place. For someone to be trying to have a home extension line, you have to always have a business plan. That's the first things first, because the business plan kind of targets is like your blueprint of how you are going to run your business. Basically, there are a lot of things that has to come with that, and you definitely need a plan. Now she says that, of course, she knows the name, the product, which is, of course, candle, and she doesn't know who her target market is, like who her market is, and that is a no-no when it comes to business. That's the first thing you should always define is your target market? Who are you targeting? Are you targeting, African Americans? Or is there a specific market that you're going for? Like, it's like she doesn't have a target market. So that was very interesting, and she was so cool and calm and collected about not having a business plan. I said, Wendy, this is not the way to go if you really want to be successful in this business. But yeah, Sin, what did you think about this scene?
My thoughts on the scene with Wendy going to the grand dame who is Karen for business advice. I thought it was kind of interesting coming from, last season. Everyone changes, right? How Wendy was saying that the reason why Karen doesn't like her is because she didn't seek mentorship advice from Karen. So that's why she feels like, maybe Karen didn't like her as well. But here, we're back in season 6, and Wendy is going to Karen for mentorship advice. Guys, what a coincidence it is this season for sure. But I definitely appreciate, the where Karen and Wendy are in their relationship, their friendship. They're definitely trying to build their friendship. They're trying to build their relationship. And my thoughts on Wendy's her business plan, I feel like she didn't really have like a plan laid out for what she's going to do, who her audience is. Okay. Who her audience is, who she's going to be selling to. And I mean, I did like the name that she chose. The name that she chose for her candle is Onyinye. I think it's Onye or Onyinye. Was it Onye or Onyinye?
It was on you.
Okay, yeah. So it was Onyinye that she chose. And I think that not everyone will know what Onyinye is. So I feel like that was probably like maybe she can define it like in the candle, like Onyinye, this and this. Because not everyone obviously is going to know what it is. As far as I think a candle line is definitely everyone loves candles. Every woman loves candles. Everyone candles makes your house smell good. And from when Karen smelled Wendy's candle, she said it smells really good. So I think it's a good plan. I think she just has to just figure out how she's going to execute it. Yeah.
It's a really good business plan. Who doesn't like a pair of candles? Especially the name as well. And I was also thinking she could possibly put some like with the different names, like as Nigerian names, she could have different. Well, I know she said she's calling onion, but I also think that with different candles that she makes, she could also put like the different Nigerian names to symbolize like the different candle, like the smells and stuff. I think that would be really neat and cool because with if you have a Nigerian name, like it's always a meaning to any name that you have. There's always a meaning behind it, right? So I think like this is just a tip for Wendy. Yeah, so just like maybe all your candle lines, maybe just have for those different candles and smells, have a particular name. For those different candles, I think it's a definitely a good business idea, Wendy. I like that. So
Yeah. What
that's
about can
funny.
she name one? Oh, sorry. What about can she name one jollof? That's cute, right? Jollof rice.
Yeah, if it, but who wants their candle to smell like jollof though?
Well, it'll be unique, it'll be kind of unique jollof, jollof. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I just don't want my what's called to be smell like. I don't know if how I want my house to smell like jollof. I don't know. That's maybe in the kitchen. Maybe I'll put it in the kitchen and just like and leave it there so it can. Let's say when I don't cook jollof, I can smell the aroma of jollof.
Jollof.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I'm thinking about who wants their house to smell like jollof. But okay, so we're at the part, if you're just now coming in, we're at the part where Wendy is asking Karen for some advice, guys. And let's go ahead, let's look at some comments. I see you guys are chatting in the chat, having a good time. Okay, so we got some people in the house. Hey, Ramona. Hey, Ramona G. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. Hey, Ramona. Oh, thank you, Miss Drea, for welcoming Ramona in. And yeah, so let's go ahead and read some of the comments that you guys are having. Oh, my God. Okay, so there's this one from Miss Drea. Candace Candace went online talking about Mo still talking about how about the show, but she is still talking about Mo on the show. These ladies are crazy. Oh, Lord, I'm just like, I think every episode so far, I think we're in episode 3. Monique's name has been mentioned on every episode. And Monique, secrets out. Monique is not on the show, guys. Why is Monique's name being mentioned on every episode? They're on episode 3, and Monique Samuel's name is being mentioned. Why? 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 I don't know. That is up to them, up to Candace and Bravo. Why is Monique being featured on Real Housewives of Potomac season 6 and she's not on the show anymore? Okay, there's this one from 313 Yolanda. Hey, why didn't Wendy ask Giselle for advice? Well, Karen has 3 businesses. Karen has 3, well, 2, I guess 3. She has a wig line, Ladom fragrance, and she has another kind of glueless wig. And Giselle had Everhue Beauty. And what happened to Everhue Beauty? I'm not too sure what exactly happened to it, but I know that she no longer has that business anymore. So I guess, like, she just wanted to talk to Karen to see, to get some good advice from Karen about about going into the beauty industry. Karen, that's kind of like her niche, is like in the beauty fragrance kind of industry. And I guess she wanted someone to talk to about it. Do you guys like the advice that Karen gave Wendy? Do you guys think it was a good sound advice, especially for someone who is starting a business? Do you guys think that Karen really gave Wendy good advice? What do y'all think? Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to, so we talked about Karen and Wendy, um, the Karen and Wendy, their little conversation that they had at Karen's house. Wendy come to ask Karen for business advice. And I think it looks like, okay. So Ramona G thinks that Karen gave. I think that's what you're trying to say. You think that Karen pretty much gave Wendy good advice? Yeah, I think definitely she gave her realistic advice. She wasn't coddling her. She wasn't saying, "Oh, she wasn't sucking up. Oh, that's good." Telling like, pretending. She gave her good sound advice. Well, what is your budget? Who is your audience? And Wendy, it seemed like she just didn't really, she didn't know, she didn't know like what, who her audience was going to be, what her budget is going to be. She thinks that, oh, let me make a candle line and I'm going to put my name on it. Hopefully everyone buys it. But in actuality, no, like you actually have to create a business plan. And, I mean, I'm soon to be, in the future, going to the bit, like going to entrepreneurship. Those are advice that I'm also like learning as well too. And I think that entrepreneurship is not easy, like especially if you're creating a product and you actually have to have like a business plan. And Wendy didn't have a business plan. It was only one paragraph. And it's just like, this is like, yes, it is Karen, and Karen is your castmate, but you have to take it serious, because if you're going to present it to buyers and investors, um, you actually have to have a plan. So take that opportunity. Like Karen is giving you free advice, free business advice that she's not even charging you for, or she's consulting you about it. Like, take that opportunity to really take it seriously. And I feel like she didn't take it too seriously. And I think that's when Wendy realized that this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. She probably thought it was going to be okay. I mean, I'm Dr. Wendy. I mean, who's not going to buy my candles? I'm Dr. Wendy. Who's not going to buy my candles? So I feel like that's when she realized, oh, you know what? This is actually really tough. And yeah, I did see that she only had like one candle. I was like, usually when people are showing their products, they have like different things, like, oh, this candle, and it was just only one cent. So I think that it wasn't like a full collection. Usually you have to have a full collection. But yeah, I think when it comes out, I definitely want to see like the churn out. I wanted her to talk a little bit more about her candle business. I mean, I'm happy that she's trying to do like real go into entrepreneurship, but I think that she just has to think thoroughly about it. And I know she made a comment about her being the next Black Martha Stewart. Wendy's comment about her being the next Black Martha Stewart. Thoughts on that? Thoughts on Wendy professing being the next Black Martha Stewart? I mean, hey, you have to manifest. If you want something to come true, you got to manifest for it. So Wendy is manifesting. This is what she wants to do. But I think that Martha Stewart, I mean, how regardless of what we know about Martha Stewart and all her the things that she's been through, I think that she was really passionate about home life and lifestyle living. This is not something that she just kind of randomly thought. Like, this one, she really, she professed it. She was like, she worked her way towards it. The same way Wendy is passionate about political commentary and also teaching and education. That's the same way Martha Stewart is passionate about entrepreneurship. So it's just not something um, that the reason why Martha Stewart is so who she is today is because she is passionate about her craft. And when you're passionate about something, listen, you are going to work hard for it. It's not something that when it comes to like business plan, you're going to have a full page of a business plan, what you're going to do, how you're going to go about it. So yeah, um I think that that is definitely what she could have. I think that's for her saying that she wants to be the Black Martha Stewart. I get it. You're professing, this is what you want to do. But I think that, she should have definitely been, really serious when she had that conversation with Karen and presenting her products to Karen. So let's look at some comments. Yeah, the Black Martha Stewart. Yep, that's what she said. She said she wants to be the Black Martha Stewart. Mysterious says that that's probably why Eddie was looking. Yeah, I think Lucy even mentioned it in the previous episode, that when she presented this idea to her family, Eddie was looking some kind of way. Like, it was like, I don't know. I couldn't really understand why he was looking. Like, it was like, I don't know if he was like on board with her decision to go into the candle home essential business.
I felt like Eddie wasn't. I felt like he didn't take her serious. That's how I was getting it. I felt like she wasn't being she wasn't being serious, because I feel like she did. Have she met with a business consultant, like, someone to help her out with the business? No, I'm being very serious. Even behind the scenes, does she have a business consultant? Is she seeing, like, does she have like a team, like, like someone to assist her? Like, what's really going on? And I just felt like he's probably like, this is, she doesn't, it's not there. He's not being supportive, because he probably feels like she needs a better plan, and that's how he was looking like that. And maybe if she showed him, maybe she did bring something out like a business plan. Maybe maybe he'll get on board, because she did mention that, the last comment she was like, Eddie, I just need Eddie to get on board. I was like, well, show him something, present him something. Like, I didn't like the fact that she went to Karen's house empty-handed. She didn't have, like, maybe like some visuals and say, hey, Karen, look, I'm serious. What, how do I go about this? It was just like, I have nothing. Like, I have nothing completely. So I was just like, oh wow, Wendy. It does not, I couldn't take her serious. I'm just looking from the outside. I couldn't take her serious either. So yeah. I feel that's probably how Eddie is feeling.
She did go to Karen's, and yeah, now that I think she did go to Karen's house empty-handed, and um, she definitely did go to Karen's house empty-handed. And I don't know, like the candle, I don't know, like it didn't have like a personality, like the candle, it didn't have like a personality to it. So I was like, okay, yeah, it didn't. I don't know. It didn't really. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see when the full collection comes out. I think that maybe that's just a product. But in the meantime, let's check out. Okay, go
Please
ahead.
give the video a thumbs up and like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. It just helps us for algorithm. Thank you all. And of course, your unicorns in the chat, of course. All right. Let's read some comments. All right. So let's see, for an after tax fraud. You guys are so funny on here. It makes all sense. He definitely doesn't take her and that one Kendall serious. Yeah. Miss Dree, I'm glad you were here last week when I said it, right? I said he's not taking her seriously. He's not taking her seriously. Look at his face expression when she was coming out, like when she was presenting it to him. And she was like, oh, I wish the only thing now is just to have Eddie on board, right? And Eddie was just looking like, okay, well, I'm just going with the win. And if it's teamwork, then he would have been like, you know, let's do this. Let's what are let me know your ideas. Teamwork, husbands, teamwork. This is it's not just for one person. It's for both of them. He would have maybe possibly given her some advice and possibly linking her to some people that are in this business or that could possibly help her, but he doesn't take her serious. So I don't know if he doesn't take her serious, then I don't know how he can be of a assistant to her. So yeah, Wendy gave me nothing, especially without the business plan and no visuals. Yeah, I don't know how I would have I see that. Now it makes me not want to take her seriously, guys. Like it makes me not want to take Wendy seriously because she's not taking this serious. So it's like, how do we, the people who are watching, taking her serious, right? Karen doesn't even take her seriously. Karen doesn't even take her. Karen doesn't even take her seriously. She's like, girl, like, who is your target? Who's your market? Do you even like? You only have a product. Only thing she showed her was the product, and then the smell, right? Which she said the smell was good, which is good, right? So, but she had nothing, So, Wendy should definitely, continue to work on that if she's serious. Okay, so let's move along. Now, someone did. Now, I do think that possibly, I think I said this before, this could possibly be another one of Wendy's uh, storyline, I would say. With her being like this whole candle stuff, like this whole candle business gig that she's going into. This could possibly be her business, her storyline, I would say. So someone mentioned that, so I'm just gonna put that out there as well. Because again, we found out she went back to her teaching job at John Hopkins. That's not going anywhere. So this could probably be a side gig. All right. So, and she probably also figured out like how hard it is possibly going into entrepreneurship, all of the stuff that you have to do, maybe all the things that you have to get. So I think that that's possibly why she's like, I can't make this a full, I can't go into entrepreneurship like this. So I think that's probably why she went back to her teaching business because that's something that she already knows and she's familiar with. So she said, I can't make this commitment. So I have to go back to what I know and maybe do this on the side. Yeah, so let's, and then guys, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Um, right, Ramona, you do make a good sense. That's what we said. We said, how do you, like set aside, sell candles, but then degrees. That's why we're thinking she's not serious about it. That's why she's going back to her teaching business because she knows that she's paid. She has, she's incurred a lot of debts. Those of you that are in, that have seek higher education, you guys know how much these professional schools are. They're very expensive. It's a lot when it takes a toll off of you when you think about like the money that you spent, and of course all the hard work that you put in. So I'm just like, I don't think this is gonna be something she's going to give up. I don't think so. Um, all right, so let's move along to the next scene. So we're done with the scene with Karen and Wendy. So we're in the scene where Mia meets her husband, and she kind of recalls at this point she's just kind of like talking about her mother, like her like growing up. And this is just to get a chance to kind of like get to know Mia a little bit more. And she's like confiding her husband, her relationship with her mother. It was just it's to this day it's non-existence. And she's just kind of remembers how her mom gave her up, and she basically lived in foster care. She was in foster care all her life. So it's just this just kind of now kind of brings me to why Mia is the way that she is. Like she's so ambitious, and she's a successful woman. So I think that that just kind of plays a role in like who she is. When we kind of think about Mia and what she's bringing in, it kind of made possibly her childhood molded her for becoming who she is today. So I like the fact that she was a little bit opened up about her childhood, and I feel like you know um, to me, I personally feel like she still wants to give her mother a chance, maybe to possibly come back in her life and make her rekindle that friendship, that relationship. But again, it's like it's non-existent. When something is non-existent, it's going to be really hard to put back together. So yeah, it was. I think that was a tough one for her. Nelson, what did you think about this particular episode, this particular scene?
I mean, I think that it was good getting to learn who Mia is. Obviously, Mia definitely had just kind of, she comes from humble backgrounds for sure. So, growing up in a foster care system, and her not really have a good relationship with her mom, it definitely shows why Mia is so very open with who she is, and she's just like an open book, like there's nothing that you can't tell her um about herself. She's going to be very open with it. Now, we all know Mia and the age thing, but for the most part, she's been pretty open, at least to the ladies about her surgery, just an open book. And we get that Mia comes from humble beginnings, and, she didn't have an easy childhood. And I'm really kind of excited to kind of get a kind of a sense of like realistic kind of storytelling when it comes to the ladies, and now no longer like just a storyline. So, I'm interested to little to dive into Mia's background. Okay.
All right. So yeah, so moving to the next scene, Karen arrives at Candace's house. And Karen kind of recalls, just there it's like the time now that they're going to meet face to face, and they want to have that conversation. Candace wants with Karen, and she feels that Karen feels that she's missing, like that she's kind of like recalling their friendship. How she's missed like certain milestones, that that involves Candace, and she really hopes that they can rekindle their friendship. Now she feels like she was getting attacked based on the position that she did take, and that when that particular incident happened. But she felt like she also like Candace is looking at it from a different perspective. But however, she was also attacked. So it's just like if Candace is feeling this way, she feels like she needs to apologize. But does she know that Karen was also attacked because of the position that she did take? So it's just like it's a little bit of selfishness, and I feel like it's just also Candace also needs to understand that it's important that she's open when it comes to what Karen have to say, or what she did have to say to her, when it pertains to this incident, with this particular situation that happened with her and Monique. So I felt she was just a little bit of selfishness at that point with when it comes to Candace. I think that we've already talked about that. Um, so yeah, so Karen again feels like she doesn't trust. Candace feels like she doesn't trust Karen. They did have that conversation, but she feels like she doesn't trust Karen all the way. She just wants to be cordial with her, and I felt like nothing was achieved in this conversation. If Hotbox could talk, like I just felt like their particular conversation with Candace and Karen, nothing was achieved. I don't think they got to any particular point or any standpoint than what Candace was already feeling, right? And I don't feel like Karen was able to really actually open up about what she was dealing with, in terms of the position that she did take. I don't think she was that open, and actually told Candace, and I felt like this conversation should never been had with both of them, because nothing was. I felt like Candace still feels the same way. She just feels like Karen from the beginning. So, Sam, what were your thoughts on this particular scene?
I think we kind of touched up on it earlier. I'm just kind of annoyed with this whole
Very.
Karen and this situation. It's just like it just gets annoying, right? Like I want to sympathize with, see where Candace is coming from. I guess it's just kind of I'm just annoyed. Um it's like she's emotionally trying to bully Karen to apologize to her. And you can't you can't try to force someone to apologize um to see something that they just don't see it. Like if Karen was to apologize, wouldn't it would be saying, oh, that was fake. You didn't think it was a sincere apology. So Karen is just like, I'm just going to wash my hands away from this situation. I took a stance, and if I could go back and change anything, I would not change anything at all. And that's her stance. And that's just what it is, right? That's just what it is. And I mean, Candace either has to accept Karen's stance, or just, the relationship Karen and I are going to have is just not going to be like that anymore. But friendship is not always about friend people who blindly follow you, or, always they're gonna have your back, or, friends, it's okay. Like, it's okay for friends to have a separate, to like a separate viewpoint from you, or see things different, right? Like, it is okay. And that's how Karen just sees the situation, and she took it how she took it. You cannot force somebody to, you either force them or emotionally try to bully them to apologize, right? Like, you just can't do that. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry that Candace is hurt, or what she's hurt. She feels betrayed by Karen. I don't necessarily think it's like a betrayal, because Karen never, and guys, I'm trying to look at it from both sense. Like, I really am. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm team Karen on this side. I'm not gonna say I'm team Candace. I'm really, really just trying to look at it from both aspects, guys. I really am. But I honestly feel like Candace she's trying to bully Karen to apologize, and Karen just took a stance. She just took a stance, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is.
Okay, so Yolanda, exactly. And I mean, we've already touched up on this. It's getting so old. And Candace needs to get over it, honestly. Yolanda says Candace is pressed like when Portia snatched Kenya and mopped across the floor. Like, definitely, I don't understand why she feels like Karen, she deserves so much of an apology. But does she know how what Karen is going through? I feel like she doesn't under she's is not she's being selfish, and she's not really understanding. She's not trying to understand where Karen is coming from either. So I think it's just a little selfishness there. Um, Miss Drea says Candace shouldn't be demanding an apology from nobody until she possibly telling Karen to go to. Oh, okay. Good point, Drea. Good point.
HELL. She still hasn't, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Candace still has not addressed that. That's what Karen mentioned and it's really sad. It's just like, how does that come out of someone's mouth? Just so vile. Like, how does that even come out of your mouth? Someone you saw, like, why would you tell Karen that? Yes, everyone, like, we all laugh and stuff, and they all, joke and all that, but I feel like some people take it too serious, right? Just to It's like, guys, it's not that serious for you to be telling someone to go to HELL. Yes, I know that Candace said that, or Karen said that she reported Candace to HR because of what she told her and some other stuff that she told her. And they said this at the reunion. They talked about this, but they didn't go into too in depth, because Candace started crying and walking out. So we didn't even get the full gist on what exactly happened. Like, we didn't get the full gist. Well, what exactly did Candace text Karen? What happened? What did HR say? What did Bravo's or HR say? What exactly happened? We did not get the full gist, because Candace started crying and walked out. It's just like, see, that's her trying to walk away from the situation, trying to get them to not talk about the situation, trying to deflect. That's what I was looking for. Trying to deflect the situation. So, has she even apologized to Karen for that? So you really want her to say, "Oh, I'm going to retract what I said." I'm going to retract what I said for defending Monique. To see, not even Karen wasn't really even really defending Monique, right? She was looking at it from both sides, right? Although I kind of do feel like she, in a way, she did have a little bit of Monique's back, a little bit more than she had Candace's. I did kind of feel like that in a way, but she didn't, like, she took a stance, and you cannot force Karen, the grand dame of Real Housewives of Potomac, you can bully her to take a stance. She's not anyone's minion. She is her own. She's her own person, and that's just what it is. And yeah, I know, Miss Year. She did. Karen. Yeah, Karen reported Candace to HR. She did. Um, I don't know if it's exactly Candace saying Karen should go to HELL, but I think it was some other stuff why she reported her to HR. Yeah. She did. That's just what can, and I think Candace just needs to leave it at that. Okay, you say you see Karen for who she is, just leave it at that. Hang out with Giselle, hang out with Robin, hang out with the other ladies, form friendship, in-depth friendship with the other ladies, and just you and Karen just kind of just be cordial. That's just all we know. We're asking for love and light. Peace. That's all we, yes, all we, we like a little drama here and there, but we want, for the most part, we want the ladies to be peaceful, right? Not petty, but, peaceful. We like a little, drama here and there, but for the most part, just love and light. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to get to the grand scene at Ashley's spa. Spa day. And I don't even know like the exact timeline of this, guys. I want to give you guys the exact gist about this, but I don't know. Like I'm not even sure the exact timeline. But for the most part, all the ladies are there. We get Candace, pretty much all the ladies come. Karen comes, Giselle is there. They're all, treating Ashley so nice. They're pampering her. She's getting a massage. Everyone's just so sweet to Ashley because Ashley is going, guys, Ashley is about to be due. Like she's still filming and she is about to be she's about to give birth in a matter of few days, but she's still filming. And then we get, Mia comes and Mia sits next to Wendy. And I don't know, how did this all transpire, Lucy? Can you narrate that for us? Because it was just a lot going on at this spa scene.
Well, Wendy does. Wendy, I feel like Wendy did kind of start a little bit of this little gathering here. Now, Wendy says she's open to having a conversation with Mia as long as she does not put her hands on her and like in her face. And she wants to let Mia know that she better not try her. So she calls herself. She gives herself a name. Is it Wins? Is it Zil? What is it? Zen Win or something that she calls herself? It's
Zen
just like
Win.
yeah, it's like it's a new Wendy. Like it's just like new Wendy, new. She got her some things done, and it's just like it's just a new Wendy. I'm a new person, so I can buck up as well. So I don't know what the press is all about with me. I really do not understand, y'all. What is so much of a press when it comes to Wendy, when it comes to Mia? Why is Wendy so pressed up on Mia? Um, and she felt now Wendy basically says that the reason why she did not, give her that wins in call herself is because she was at Karen's house. So she was just trying to respect her. And that's why that she didn't get, she didn't have that one-on-one with Mia, because again, for the respect that she asked for Karen. Um, so yeah, but Candace also feels like Wendy needs to calm down a little bit because it's just like I said, she feels like because Wendy has all this work done and like she's like she just freshly got some work done, and just Candace is like she just needs to like calm down a little bit, and everyone's just kind of like this is Ashley's day, so let it be about Ashley. So yeah, but I just felt like Wendy, and I didn't feel like Mia was even giving her anything either. Like Mia was a little quiet as well. She wasn't really trying to, get in that particular scene with Wendy as much as Wendy was trying. She didn't feel like she wants. I don't think she wanted to really get in it with Wendy. I felt like Wendy was doing way too much in this scene. Um, So yeah, but so we find out that Giselle, of course, leaves when she was in the room with Karen. She leaves like she always does, according to Karen. She just leaves, and that was she's the person who kind of brought this party together, and she ended up leaving the first. She's the first person to leave. So that just concludes it from this particular. This is the last scene. It kind of concludes it. So yes, and was there any particular thing that you noticed on this scene, or any particular comments that you wanted to make?
Yeah, so if you're here for the review has officially ended for Real Housewives of Potomac. But now we're gonna get to the after chat, the good part of this Real Housewives of Potomac. So you guys know after their show, there's always some kind of, Twitter back and forth going on. And this time it looks like it's all about the candle situation. Who stole whose candle business? And okay, so y'all know that we did talk about in the show, Wendy was talking about her candle business, right? Let me just go ahead and pull up Wendy's candles. So here's Wendy's candle. You guys see it? It's called Iom, or so it's called Onion, and this is it right here. And so this is it. This is what she wants, like the candle business she wants to go into. And then Mia, I don't know if Mia was trolling. I don't know what Mia was. But Mia has decided to come out with her own candle line. I don't know if she already had a candle line, but this is Mia's, and she has some words for it. Y'all can read it. I'm not gonna say it on here, but y'all can read it. It says "Don't with me." That's Mia's candle line. So that was kind of like the social media back and forth that was kind of going on between the ladies, between um, Mia and Wendy. So here's another look at Mia's candle. So, what are your thoughts on this, Lucy? I think that was like the biggest thing, the candle business.
Oh, don't. Oh Lord, don't. Is that really her candle? Or she's just
Yeah, so
trolling?
I don't know if it's like actually her real product. I don't know. It said the best revenge is your paper, limited edition statement candle. So I think she's actually selling it.
Wow. Who? I mean, who would? Which housewife candle would you buy? Good question, Yolanda. I would definitely buy. Oh, Sin, that's a good question. Sin, I'll let you go first.
Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, so I don't know, guys. Okay. Okay, let me just I gotta go back. Okay, let me go back to both of the pictures. Okay, we have Mia's. You guys see Mia's. That's the one I have up here right now. Let me post Wendy's. I'm also gonna go on presentation as well. So this is Wendy's her cover. And we didn't see much of it, so it's kind of hard to judge presentation. Um, but aesthetic wise, I do like Mia's her aesthetic. But I mean, not with that font, don't. I mean, it's definitely marketable. Like, it's different, right? It's different. But aesthetic wise, I definitely like the font. I like that. As far as scent, Karen said that Wendy's candles smell good. So I think I will go scent over aesthetic. So I think I'll go with Wendy's because Karen said it smelled good. What about you?
But we don't know how it actually. Well, Karen says it smells good, so that's good. But we don't know how Mia's candle smells like. So it's like, the only thing that we see is the only thing I see and I'm getting is because it says that word that with that font and that don't me. So I don't know how that's gonna smell with that type of wording, right? Like what? Where? Who am I gonna give? If I was to give a candle, like maybe as a gift, who am I giving this gift to, and why am I? Is this kind of giving me that vibe? It's like giving me who am I giving this gift to, and why am I giving this gift to them? Do I give it to like an employee that I had like a particular word for them, or I just wanted to do you get what I'm saying? It's like where if I'm going to a party, where am I taking Mia's candles to? Like, who am I giving the candle to? The candle that says "Don't with me." Am I going to be taken to like an ex friend? Ex boy, an ex boyfriend, or like what? It's like it kind of gives you that. It's funny, it's creative, right? But it's definitely bold. It's definitely bold. It's definitely bold. So it's definitely unique, like you said, Sin. But I would definitely go with Wendy's candle because, again, Karen says it smells good, and not just that, the name is unique. The name is unique. And I like I mentioned earlier, if she comes out, if she's really serious about this, she could also come out with the different names for her various candles as well. So, oh, that's Mia's, right? That's Mia's candles, right?
Uh-huh. Right. I
Yeah.
think Mia's candles is more so like revenge candles. So this is like, during Christmas, right? Like, Christmas, if you guys have, if your job is having like some kind of Secret Santa, and you got that one coworker that you cannot stand, right? This is the gift for them. Mia's candle. You got that one coworker, as a Secret Santa, you have the one coworker that you're like, oh, I cannot stand this person. This is the gift for them. I feel like that's what it is. Or like to a ex friend, this is like the gift that you give them. I definitely think she was for sure trolling Wendy when she came
For
up
sure.
with this.
Yes, it was. Um, so let's read down a comment. Uh, so we've answered that, Yolanda. So Yolanda, what about you? What candle do you feel like do you like? So that's so sincere. Okay. So Drea says, I think she's selling them as a slap to Wendy's face. She's doing it out of spite and to let Wendy know not to play with her. Definitely, Drea. Definitely, it's definitely a troll thing. Look how she said it says don't with me, then it says karma. So what is she saying karma about? What's karma? Um, Sincere says she's selling them candles to show Wendy how it's done. Possibly. Like okay, like let me just say this, guys. Sincere, you have a good point. You know how on the show Wendy wasn't really being marketable about her candles, but now like look at Karen. Karen is being more. I'm not Karen. Mia is being more marketable than Wendy, right? Look at her candles. Like her candles, she's already put her candles up, and it's already there. Like she's already marketing it. And I don't really see much of Wendy's candles. I don't think she's actually presented like we've actually seen like nice visuals of her candles. That's actually a good point. Maybe she's telling her I could do it better than you. She's giving her that. She said, "What you can do, I can do it better." So that's kind of like the vibe that is giving me. Drea says, I think Mia's candles are for the look and the catchphrase. I would put that out as a decor and probably never light it. Right, Miss Drea, like, how does that smell? How does don't with me smell like? Like what I wonder what it even it even smells like. Is it gonna be a harsh smell? Like what? What is the smell all about? It's definitely for but I don't know where I would
Aesthetic.
put that though. It's definitely for aesthetic, but it's like where would I put that type of candle at? Seriously. Um,
Maybe on your desk. I don't know if I would put like on your desk. I
maybe,
think
yeah,
I'll
I was thinking maybe a desk, like my office desk, or possibly, yeah, definitely office desk. Yeah.
hmm.
Um, cheaper wine. Okay, Karen. Okay, so Karen said it smells good. So she could be nice on TV. You think so, Karen? I mean, you think so, Miss Drea?
Karen. I mean, Karen is shady though. I mean, Karen's like she's like,
No, I
but
think that should no. I think that no. I think that it does because the way she said it didn't take time for her to respond. That it does smell good. So it's
yeah,
like
I think she
I
probably
think it was
does.
genuine and yeah, I think that was genuine. what she said, because she even in the confessions, she didn't say anything bad about the candles either. So um Ramona, I believe it's a Photoshop picture trolling Wendy. Possibly. She may not really
No,
have.
Ramona, she's actually selling that. She's selling it on her because what's her Mia has she's like into like beauty, aesthetics, like home makeup. She's all into all of that. She's actually selling it. This is not it's not a Photoshop. She's actually selling it. If you go on her Instagram right now, Mia's selling her revenge candles.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Wendy, you better get on it, sis. Um, Drea says because I shot these scenes months ago and Mia has already released a few candles, but where's Wendy's? Right. I don't know. This could possibly be a little storyline for Wendy's. Or was just never serious about the candle. She was never serious about it. Or maybe she's also taking her time and just to make sure that everything works out great. And when then she is ready to launch her candle, then she's gonna be okay with it.
Right. And like it took a while for us to see Karen's Ladam and She by Sheree still being, it takes a while. So I think maybe Wendy's taking her time on that, but I don't know.
Let's see. Mia Sincere says Mia gonna take Wendy's spot when it comes to Kendall's business. It looks like she is already, but I hope that I hope that Wendy has something something behind the scenes that she's working on. Hopefully, because I like the idea of the home essential business. I just hope that she is doing something behind the scenes, that she's really working hard on this candle business. Drea says that she will put this on her living room, coffee table, and my bookshelf so people will know not to mess with me, especially in my house. Definitely.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I think, oh yeah, coffee table. That's true. So people will know as soon as you come into the house. Yeah, I think, or like a bookshelf or something. It's definitely a statement piece.
Definitely a statement piece. Um, no, Miss Drea. So we're actually it was kind of like a funny thing. We're saying not that she's gonna name, we're just saying what if she names them after food. So and it just depends. I don't know. We're just giving putting ideas out there, right? I don't know if what she's gonna name them after, but what we're saying is basically she could name them after like Nigerian names, just to kind of give it the uniqueness of it. So that's what we're kind of getting at. Yeah, but we're just
Yeah,
trying
we're
to
saying
make
what about
what yeah, we're just
yeah,
trying to
we're
make
saying
fun of it too. Fun out of it. Yeah.
yeah, we were saying, oh, what about jollof? Because jollof, the aroma smells good, like in your kitchen, and maybe you light a jollof candle, and you'll always be smelling jollof. Like, but Lucy's like, I don't know if I want my house to smell like jollof all day. Jollof rice.
Yeah, but I think Wendy's definitely no. Oh, Dre, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. But I mean, I really like. I think that Wendy's candles for some reason. I'm really. If she really lounges it and markets it really well, I think it'll do really well.
Hmm.
But I just like
Yeah,
that unique. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
I mean, I was gonna say like, okay, do you think candle business? Do you think that it because I feel like almost a lot of the housewives have a candle business. Tiffany Moon from Real Housewives of Dallas, she has like a candle business as well too. Do you think that that area is like saturated a bit? Like, what do you think?
That's a good question. I think it's saturated, but I also think that once you bring your uniqueness into, or just like the you put like a lot like hard work and some individuality to your piece. I think that it could attract a certain audience, like a certain market or a certain audience. And I think for me with Wendy, I guess that's what I was trying to say when it came to Wendy. Um, so yeah, I said when it comes to Wendy, like she could definitely have a specific. She could possibly attract a certain demographics or a certain audience, or and she'll be fine, and she could possibly sell a lot with that. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I do too. I was thinking like I think that she definitely markets it well. She would have came in like this was free promo. If she would have came in with the actual business plan and brought it to Karen, this was free promo for her business, for her candle. So I wish that she would have taken it really, really serious and had everything laid out. So when the first time she's shown it to the consumer, everyone like people will be excited. Oh, I can't wait for Dr. Wendy's candles to come out, her candle business to come out, and had like everything, not just candles, but she said she wanted to do home essentials, had her little plugins, all that kind of stuff, had everything set out, and actually like give free promo to her soon to be company, soon to be business.
Also, she could have did like a little setup. She has like a lounge, right? Like a mini, and like come like have the girls like do a small party. Just and yeah, like that. I think that this season could have been at least focused on her essential business, her home essential business. I feel like throughout the season, it's just her being that entrepreneur woman, and she's really focusing on her candle business. I think that definitely would definitely get Wendy at least like you said some promo, and people really knowing her product, and just putting it out there. I mean, she already has the platform, right? It's just executing it.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think that would have been what she definitely should have done. Oh, Ramona saying Martha's store selling oxtail smelling. No, Ramona, no, no, no. That's not what we were trying to. We were saying that we were just saying like, oh, what about maybe because she named her okay. So Wendy's candle line is called, is it Onion?
Yeah.
I think it's, is it, oh, hold on. I just want to make sure it was Onion, right?
Mhm.
So, what did she say that? What did? Because can you paraphrase what exactly she said? Like, because she said it was Oniye something. Can you? Because I don't want to misinterpret.
Well, here it says Onya. It's like a gift to the world, right? Onya, like I'm giving you all a gift. Like that's it says it right here, Onye. So I guess she's making it Onye. I guess she's making a short Onye for like Onye. I'm giving you all a gift, basically. That was the meaning of that. A meaning of what like the candle line, what her candle line is going to be.
Yeah. So we're not saying that it's gonna be like jollof or it's gonna smell like that. No, no, no. That's not what we're saying. We were saying, oh, what about feels like unique? What about having a candle line that smells like jollof? Because Tiffany Moon, she has Tiffany Moon from Real Housewives of Potomac, Dr. Tiffany Moon, the medical doctor. She has a chemical candle line, and her scent smells like propane, like chemical, like organic chemistry, or like or organic chemical. and it's kind of unique because she names it like carbon and different like organic elements and stuff. So things like that. That's what she names it. So yeah, but that's all about the candle business, what is going on. But yeah, so let's go through some other comments. Patricia, Mr. Okay, so yeah, I saw someone named Patricia on here. They were like leaving different comments and stuff. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if they were like naming their like what Wendy should name her candle business. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah. Oh, it's okay, Ramona. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate all your commentary. Thank you. Bye, Ramona. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you're just coming in, and also if you're watching the replay, guys, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't watched the episode, hopefully we gave you a full kind of gist on that. Oh no, Sincere, no, we're not. So I didn't even. Okay, let's see.
No, Sincere, we read your comments. No, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, we read that when you said Mia's gonna take Wendy's spot when it comes to the candles.
Yeah. The replay. Go back to the replay. You'll see we did read your comments. We always read a lot. Like we always read everyone's comments.
We do. We read like everyone's
we're really good at. Yeah.
And I know I see Sincere. You're Team Giselle. I saw like you were Team Giselle, Team Jizzy. Jizzy. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm Team no one. I don't think I'm
no one either.
But I mean, I do like the Grand Dame. She gives a good read. But for the most part, I'm really trying to see the ladies for who they are. Like I'm really trying to look at things from both sides, to be quite honest. From both sides, honestly. Okay, yes, Team Giselle. Sincere is Team Giselle. So yeah, say what y'all want. Giselle Bryant. Yep, that is who he is. Team Giselle. Hold on. No, it's all good. You guys are all good. Y'all are good. But yeah, let us know if you watched the episode. Let us know how the episode was. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's been so much fun just coming on here and talking to you guys. And happy Monday. And hopefully your Monday will it's been off to a good start, and your week is going to be it's going to go well. So yeah. Any last minute thoughts, Lucy?
No, I have no comments at the moment. I think we've really covered everything. But again, just give the video, guys, a thumbs up and let us know what you think. And if you're watching a replay, also leave us your comments. We also want to know what your thoughts are as well of this episode. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Definitely. Thank you so much, Jared. Thank you, Sincere. Thank you, Ramona. All the people that showed up today. Sincere, I believe Yolanda. Thank you all so much. I couldn't name all of them, and Darlene, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Please put your unicorn in the chat. And until next time, peace, love.
Bye. Blessings. Bye, guys. Put your unicorns up as you're leaving the room. Put it up. Yes. Thank you, guys. Bye.